New this morning, Canton leaders have approved zoning for a dispensary in town.
And that decision came down late last night after much debate. Channel 3's consumer reporter Cassidy Williams is live in Canton this morning with what happens next. Cassidy.
Well, this old bank that's off of the Albany Turnpike, this will become a new dispensary. It's unclear exactly when that will happen, but the owners took an important step forward yesterday. Canton's Planning and Zoning Commission approved the application for Slap Ash LLC late last night. The company's owner says she wants the business to be a part of Canton's growth. She wants to create something sustainable for the town. But not everyone is on board with the idea. Many residents spoke out against the plan, saying a dispensary doesn't fit in with the community. Others were worried the business will create too much traffic. The Planning Commission heard hours of public comment last week and then postponed the decision until yesterday. In the end, they did approve the application. I've reached out to the owner of the dispensary to find out more about a timeline for when this could open. We will continue to follow this developing story. Live in Canton, Cassidy Williams, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks.